Happiness is associated with lots of myths and misconceptions. The first and foremost is this idea that happiness is a result of something that we do. We assume that if we are in a particular pay scale, we will be happy. Or you get married, you are going to be happy. Or you lose that 10 kg of your weight, you are going to be happy. We have one goal after another. Happiness becomes so elusive. Suppose consider a person who wants to lose 10 kg of his weight. He has this idea of fitness. But if he doesn't enjoy the process of doing some kind of exercise or going to gym and having healthy food, it is almost impossible for him to reach there. Same is the case of a student who is trying to get top marks. Unless she enjoys the process of learning, it would be too stressful for her. Even success would be meaningless.
Success comes after happiness and not the other way around.
But what if you are stuck in a place where you don't find any joy? You don't want to be there. Luckily, we are at this point of time where the technology is so advanced and we have so much data and connectivity. 10 to 15 years back, if you are a student from a rural area who wants to study robotics, he is very much limited. Now it's not the case. He can learn at least 60 to 70% of what he wants for free. If you are a man who wants to start a business and has a brilliant idea, you are not limited by how much fund you have.
Now he has options like crowdfunding or angel investments. I'm not saying any of this is easy, but there are simple steps to reach there and you have access to the information on how to get there. Consider the case of an MNC like Uber. We know it as the biggest car rental company who doesn't own any cars. But I see it in a different light. It has created this platform which connects the service providers with the end users. And in doing so, it has made use of the technology which already existed. Yes, they have come up with many new algorithms to increase the efficiency of the platform like priority queuing and all, but most part of it was the existing technology. As a society, we have so many problems around us, and then we have the technology that is so advanced that if you want to experience how it is like to jump off from a plane but is scared to do so, you can download the experience from another person's memory of doing it, and the person who has downloaded it will not be able to identify whether it is the downloaded one or his own experience of it. Then why is that as a nation we see so much unemployment around us? The reason is none of us want to come out of our comfort zone. But growth lies outside your comfort zone. To come out of the comfort zone, you need triggers.
It can be like from your parents or mentors, or from your friends, or an external force, or from within yourself. So before starting this business, I was working in Gulf, Bahrain for 5 years. Before going there as a family, I had this plan to come back, make some money and come back and start a business here. But as years passed, we got used to the kind of salary we are getting there, comforts, and we didn't want to take any risk. So by the end of 5 years, I knew that if I'm not going to come back right now, then I'm going to come back only when I retire. So I was also carrying during that time. So I had taken this leave for 1 week and I was in my apartment. I used to see a PGN who used to come to my windowsill every single day. It was fiddling with this metal thread. Every single day it used to bring one. So after a week I noticed what it was doing. I understood what it was doing. It was trying to create a nest with the metal thread.
It didn't have access to anything else. No trees around and hence no twigs and leaves. I felt sad for the pigeon for the kind of effort it was putting in to make the nest by bending the metal thread with its beak.
A day when I realized that I was trying to do the same thing. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want my child to grow up in such a place and not to have experience with nature. That was my trigger. So whatever your trigger is, growth lies outside your comfort zone. Consider the case of a fish in a fish bowl, a golden fish. If you put the fish in a tank which is bigger outside, it will grow more. There are risks that it might be caught by a bird, but inside the fish bowl also there are risks. Someone might forget to feed it, or the oxygen levels might drop, or forget to change the water. But inside the fish bowl, the fish feels very safe. But there are risks involved in the fish bowl and outside also, but outside there is growth. Another idea which actually limits our happiness is this idea of passion. From a very early age, we attempt to believe that as a society, one day we'll discover our passion and then we have to pursue it. If you don't do it, your life is doomed. But as a society, what I see is that people have a lot of passion. They're passionate about a lot of things. Some people are passionate about nothing, and some people are passionate about a few things. You have this idea that what you can be and what you are. But what if universe has better ideas for you? So don't limit yourself in this framework of passion. Because my daughter is interested in K-pop, Korean pop music. So I'm not interested in it, but she talks so much about it and makes me listen to it also. So I think maybe after some time I might get passionate about it. Because passion is a feeling and feelings change. So whatever job is right there in front of you, when you do it with 100% efficiency and your focus, that is what you are passionate about. Especially as entrepreneurs and people who are providing work, they cannot be just passionate about one thing. Say you are passionate about robotics or artificial intelligence. You cannot be just doing that. If you hire people also, then you need to be passionate about human relationship management. So to be successful in life and in workspace, you really need to be passionate about multiple things. We cannot plan our life and then leave it. We live our life and life happens. So don't limit yourself within this passion idea. Let me share a simple story with you. So the story of the hare and tortoise. So in grade 1, when we learn a story, we are supposed to write a moral. So in grade 1, I thought the story is about not to lose focus. Listen, don't get sleepy or you'll fail. As a teenager, I thought the story is about the hare being too overconfident and underestimating the tortoise. Now for this event, I was thinking about happiness and the story again came to my mind. What I would like to share is that the story was never about hare. It was about tortoise. The tortoise was not bothered about the competition. It didn't bother that it was competing with the hare. Otherwise, it wouldn't have taken part in it. It was never going to win. The chances were very less. Interestingly, the tortoise was not even passionate about running. It was the hare who was passionate about running. In this simple story lies your key to happiness. Thank you for having me here.